Naam, karibu tena mtazamaji kwenye awamu ya pili ya taarifa zetu za leo mashinani siku ya leo, na basi moja kwa moja na kupeleka pale katika majengo ya Wizara ya Fedha hapa nchini, ambapo Eugune Wamalwa, waziri wa ugatuzi, anazungumza kuhusiana na hali ya kiangazi hapa nchini. Hebu tumsikize.
We bring down this figure. The areas affected once more, I want to state this because there have been reports of certain areas that were affected, and we want to make it clear that those counties most affected as we speak, and these are counties where drought stress is at the highest, and there are areas of concern that we are addressing. The most affected counties are Isiolo, we have Kajiado that we have already visited, Tana River County, and Garissa County. These four counties are receiving our immediate attention. We've just come from Kajiado. We will be proceeding to Tana River next week. From Tana River, we will be going to Isiolo and Garissa to address this first category situation. After that, we will also be dealing with the second category of 8 counties. These are counties where the drought has caused stress, but not as severe as the first 4 counties that I've mentioned. Category 2 of counties affected are Mandera, Marsabit, Wajir, Samburu, Kilifi, Taita Taveta, Kitui, and Tharaka Nithi. These counties we are also receiving our attention very, very closely, and there will be interventions to ensure we have enough food, water, and other interventions. The third category, and these are the remaining ASAL counties that are also affected by the ongoing drought, but not to the similar levels of severity as the first 2 categories. And these are mainly counties in the North Rift, the county of Baringo, the county of Turkana, and West Pokot. We will be visiting these counties and all the other ASAL counties that are affected. And in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to reiterate the government's determination that no life should be lost as a result of the ongoing drought. We are going to do our best to ensure that we bring relief to those Kenyans who are affected. Apart from Kajiado, we have also been able to intervene in Baringo. We send our PS Powon, who accompanied CS Matiang'i. In Baringo, we took food to Koloa. We were also able to visit West Pokot in Kesagon area, where PS Powon and CS Matiang'i took food. And we have also been able to arrange for the other counties to be visited beginning Tuesday next week. So may I thank you once more for coming, and to ask my brother Abbas Gulay to say a few words, and maybe we will take a few questions. Thank you very much. Maybe it's easier if you come around. Okay.
So thank you, CS, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think I have much to add to what the CS has said. It was quite clear and precise of the situation in the country. I just want to say that the role of the Red Cross is an auxiliary to the government, is enacted by an Act of Parliament to work with the government both at county level and at national level. We have local branches where actually governors are even the patron of our local branches, just like the head of state is the patron of the Kenya Red Cross at the national level. And what is our work? Our work is to complement their effort as auxiliary. And as auxiliary, we work with them. But we also are able to work very closely with NDMA and Arid Lands to understand what's going on. Many of you would ask, are we giving different messages? We are not, because as has been said by the Waziri, that this drought has been ongoing. It was declared last February. It has not been declared otherwise. So why we are sort of re-appealing to Kenyans and to our partners globally, just to say that we need to bring this back to the fore, is that the situation has worsened in the last few months because of the failure of the short rains October, November last year. And due to that failure, the situation has worsened in some of these counties, and that's why the information has been given. I was asked yesterday, has anyone died? And I said, no, no one has died, and God forbid no one dies, because we don't want to even get there. We want to have Kenyans, hopefully with the assistance of the government, but all of us, and many times I'm asked, who is the government? Is the Waziri the government? Is the CAS the government? I'm a taxpayer, so I'm government as far as I'm concerned. The government is with the people, for the people, and all of us have a role to play. Now, they may have functions under the executive that the head of state has appointed them, and they are civil servants, but at the end of the day, each one of us have a responsibility to be our brothers and sisters keepers, and that's where we would, as Red Cross, through the network of volunteers we have on the ground, would be responding. We've been responding to cholera outbreaks, and now we may even see, as a result of the rains coming now with these harsh conditions, there have been outbreak of cholera recently in Tana River and in Garissa in the last 1 week, and maybe we don't talk about that, but it's also got to do with scarcity of water, cleanliness, hygiene, sanitation, and the drought. But we also know that when the rains come, whether they'll be enough or not, there would be other waterborne diseases that would come in. The same thing, whether it's cholera or other diseases. So we just have to always be prepared. But I guess the space where we are in as a nation and as a country is that we have a lot of resources in this country. Is how we manage these resources, how we're able to address these issues. Now, weather challenges like now climate change, we know it is real. It is here. I mean, looking in this room and seeing some of the people, I look at Brenda there, and we don't know. I don't know Brenda that well. She doesn't know me that well. But what I know of Brenda is, as a Kenyan, what comes to my mind, Brenda, and you may not know this, is, but I was going to Kaikor in 2011 with you, and Brenda crying, tears, when she picked a very little malnourished baby or child. I was probably 5 to 6 or 7 years, but looked like less than 1 year by age, because of what that condition of the drought had done to them. So we don't want any child malnourished. We don't want any child missing food. We don't want adults, elderly people, people positively living with HIV/AIDS to be affected. It's our role and responsibility as Kenyans to do all that we can to make sure that Kenyans are as healthy as we can. Because we are now a lower middle income country, unfortunately, we don't get that much aid, and this is where sometimes we go back to the public and Kenyans are some of the most giving nations in the world. 4 years ago, there was global research done, and we were like number 17 in the world in terms of giving. But I think we are giving more every day to our brothers and sisters in the villages, in shags and other places. So we're just saying that the government will do its part. We as citizens can and should also play our part. So I would just stop here and congratulate the government for their continued leadership in this matter, because since last year, they have had that leadership in leading this assistance and this program. And as I said, my role as Red Cross is to complement their efforts as auxiliary to ensure that Kenyans get assistance whenever and wherever it may be needed.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? We have copies of the statement. Yes.
Na mtazamaji, hiyo hapo ni taarifa yake Eugune Wamalwa, bila shaka akisema kwamba kuna baadhi ya kaunti ambazo zitapewa kipaumbele, na hasa katika kuangazia hili swala la kuweza kumaliza hali ya kiangazi hapa nchini. Hizi kaunti ni pamoja na kaunti ya Kajiado, Tana River, Isiolo na Garissa, na zitafuatiwa na kaunti zingine tu ambazo ni 8 hapa nchini Kenya, na kuweza kushughulikiwa kuhusiana na hili swala la hali ya ukame hapa nchini.